I wanted to do this Greg's List when Juan Soto signed his $765 million contract, but I couldn't because I had that feeling in my bad knee that Pete Alonso would go back to the New York Mets. So now that he is back for at least 1 year, he could opt out after the first year, that 2-year deal. Now I know it's going to be Lindor, Soto, and Alonso, which got me thinking, is this the best top of the order in all of baseball? That is our Greg's List. We kick it off at number 9. We're going to Houston. There was a time when the Stros had the best 1 through 3 of any lineup. But Altuve, Yordan, I'm putting Christian Walker in the 3-hole. Some of you might go, more of a cleanup guy. I think this is the best 1 through 3 the Stros can throw at you, but it's only number 9 in the sport, according to me. At number 8, Gunnar Henderson led off the majority of the season last year. Adley Rutschman did go back and forth between 2 and 1, but he's an on-base guy. I don't care what any of the projected lineups are saying. Tyler O'Neill, you went and got him for a reason. You're bringing in the left field wall closer to home plate for a reason. You want him to hit over 30 home runs again. That's the 8th best 1 through 3 in any lineup. Number 7, the Texas Rangers suffered from a World Series hangover. It's real. It happens. All 3 of these guys are bouncing back. Marcus Semien had a bit of a down year. He's going to bounce back. Corey Seager just didn't play a full season. When he played, he was great. And Adolis Garcia, he went south the hair. That dude's ripped. He's yoked. He'll be back. They're number 7. Number 6, man, I tell you, Anthony Volpe's in a good spot here. I think he's going to be the leadoff guy. There's talk that maybe Judge would hit in front of Bellinger. I don't see that at all. Cody Bellinger is going to have a monster walk year, hitting in front of Aaron Judge. Volpe's still trying to solidify himself as the reason why this 1 through 3 is only number 6 on Greg's List. The 5th best top of the order in the entire sport, the San Diego Padres. You have power and speed with Tatis Jr. Then the contact king of Luis Arraez and Manny Machado. I love this. This is an old school lineup, man. When you had a hit the contact 2-hole hitter. Now we put the sluggers in the 2 spot. The Padres are number 5 on Greg's List. Number 4, the Atlanta Braves. Now this is the lineup I'm going with. Acuna Jr., who might not open up the season, they're expecting not to. He's going to play over 100 games. I think Jurickson Profar, if he's going to get paid, he's hitting 2nd. And then Austin Riley. You can move Marcell Ozuna to 3, maybe Matt Olson, whoever you want. The Braves are number 4, best 1 through 3 lineup in the sport. This is where it gets really good. It's hard to be better than Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper. This could rival the other 2 top of the orders if Trey Turner finds that magic again, which I think he will this year. I think it's going to be a great season for the Philadelphia Phillies. Those 3, they're the heartbeat. Number 2, the New York Mets. Lindor, Soto, Pete Alonso. If it was Mark Vientos, and I love Mark Vientos, but they did not bring back Pete Alonso, they would not be in the top 5. As much as I love Lindor and Soto, and I love Vientos, Pete Alonso is going to drive in 140, folks. 140. It's the 2nd best top of the order in all of baseball, but the best, and you know it's the best, is Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie. Remember when they started the season, and they're like, well, Mookie's comfortable in leadoff spot. He's going to hit leadoff. That went away when Mookie got injured. Shohei Ohtani is a leadoff guy if he can steal over 50 bags. This is as good as we've ever seen. It's the best 1 through 3 of any lineup in the MLB Network era. Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie. That's number 1, the best 1 through 3 orders in all of baseball. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, coming back, put the Mets at number 2. Chris Young always likes to challenge me on my list. Do I have a glaring omission on this list?
You did a good job, Greg.
Thank you.
I think you had a few teams higher than they should have been. I think your Braves were a little too high. I think your Astros were a little too low.
You're moving them closer to number 1.
I'm moving them closer to number 1. A team that maybe I will sneak into the number 10 spot. 9 spot would be like the Diamondbacks. A Corbin Carroll, a Marte, potentially, maybe.
Josh Naylor,
31 homers. Ketel Marte coming off a monster season, 36-31. I know you naturally want to go to the big market teams, but you got to remember about the middle of the road teams as well, Greg, and make sure you show those guys some love as well.
I love those guys.
And since you just make up lineups, you just say where I think this person should hit in the lineup. No matter what the team is saying, Greg is saying where he feels like they should play. So I'll play that same game.
Okay.
I think the Minnesota Twins should have Royce Lewis leading off and Carlos Correa hitting 2nd and Byron Buxton, well, he just hit 3rd. I mean, would you not take this 1, 2, 3? If you knew these guys would be on the field, Greg, are you not putting these guys in your top 6?
I would change that lineup. I would put Bucks in the leadoff spot. I would put Royce Lewis second, and then I would put Carlos Correa.
1, 2, 3.
I want Bucks and speed.
That's better than half of your list.
But we don't know if they're going to play.
And then there's one more list that you didn't even think of, and probably one of the best young players in the game, Jackson Churio.
Oh, I thought about this one.
Did you?
This was the just miss list.
Well, you should have made a just miss list because people feel like you forgot about these guys.
No!
Churio, Christian Yelich in the 2 spot. He's clearly found his swing. William Contreras, great young player. Like Churio and Contreras, these guys are just getting better. And if these guys continue to develop and get better, like you're hoping for these breakout seasons from some other players on your list, they should get the same benefit of the doubt and deserve their way on the list.
You sold me. I'm kicking the Yankees out. Sorry, Aaron Judge. I'm making room for the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm kidding. My list is set in stone. Sorry, Seaway.
Dodgers back in the race for $64 million star infielder? Here's the latest. Introduction. Hey Dodgers fans, welcome back to the channel. We've got some huge news coming out of the offseason that could shake things up in a big way. Just when we thought the Dodgers were done making big moves, it looks like they're back in the running for a superstar that could take this team to the next level. That's right, the Dodgers are reportedly re-entering the $64 million sweepstakes for a star infielder. Who is it? How serious are the talks? And what does this mean for the Dodgers World Series hopes? Stick around to find out. Before we dive into all the juicy details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on the latest Dodgers news. Now, let's get into it. Segment 1, setting the stage, the Arenado trade rumors. So, here's the scoop. The St. Louis Cardinals made it pretty clear this offseason that they were looking to trade star infielder Nolan Arenado. But here's the catch. Arenado is attached to a massive $64 million contract, making him a tough player to move. Initially, teams like the New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox showed interest, but things cooled off fast. With those teams stepping back, the door has swung wide open for someone else to swoop in. And guess who's back in the mix? Your Los Angeles Dodgers. After weeks of showing little interest, MLB.com's John Denton reports that the Dodgers have re-emerged in the Arenado sweepstakes. This could be huge. Segment 2, the money problem. Can the Dodgers make it work? Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the money. Arenado's $64 million contract is a big chunk of change, and that's been a sticking point in trade talks. According to Denton, the initial talks in early January broke down because the Cardinals refused to cover as much as $20 million of that contract. But here's the twist. After failing to find any takers throughout January, the Cardinals circled back to the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Dodgers to discuss possible restructured deals. So, what does this mean? While the Dodgers aren't pushing too aggressively yet, things could change real fast if the Cardinals are willing to eat more of that contract. And let's be honest, adding Arenado to the Dodgers lineup would make this already stacked team even more unstoppable. Segment 3, why Arenado makes sense for the Dodgers. You might be wondering, do the Dodgers really need Nolan Arenado? Well, let's break it down. First off, Arenado is still one of the best defensive third basemen in the game. Even though he's on the older side, his glove is as reliable as ever, and he's still got a solid bat to back it up. Imagine pairing him with stars like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani. That's not just a playoff team, that's a World Series juggernaut. Plus, with some questions around the long-term future at third base, Arenado could be the perfect fit to solidify that position for the next couple of seasons. His veteran leadership and postseason experience would be invaluable, especially for a team with championship aspirations. Segment 4, what's next? So, what happens now? While the Dodgers aren't going all in just yet, don't be surprised if these talks heat up fast. If the Cardinals are willing to meet the Dodgers halfway on that contract, we could be seeing Nolan Arenado in Dodger blue very soon. But what do you think, Dodgers Nation? Is bringing in Arenado worth the $64 million price tag? Or should the Dodgers hold off and focus on other pieces? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you're always up to date with the latest Dodgers news. Thanks for watching, and until next time, think blue and stay true. Go Dodgers!